Well, I think America gets a bad rap. We're a lousy country and it doesn't help anybody and things like this. And it's not true. Because people aren't taught how to take advantage of it. See, everything in America is actually half of everything in America, 40% actually. They give away money for free to do almost anything you want to do in life. Buy a house, start a business, pay your bills, get out of debt, healthcare, and everything. But Google gets in the way because people go to Google to find things and they can't find the government stuff there because the government gives away for free. Google wants to get your money. These programs want to give you money. So that's why I set up a new program now, a service community called letsgohelp.com, where we help each other find these programs because Google won't. Now here's the top 10 reasons that with the help of AI, tell me the top 10 reasons Americans skip their benefits. See, everybody living in America, and you don't even have to be a citizen for a lot of these, get an average of $18,000 of money benefits plus the services and everything, every person. But it's hundreds of thousands of programs, so you can't fight. So here's the top 10 list. Lack of awareness, okay? That's good. Let me show you the chart I've made on this. See the first one there? So 70% of the people believe they don't apply because of lack of, they don't know. So now you know, because we will give you a list of 100 programs for free, a free list of 100 programs in your city that will do anything like get you out of debt, buy a house, fix up a house, start a business, pay your bills, healthcare, all this stuff is all free, and so you can't have that as an excuse. Complicated application process. People worry about forms, long waits, confusing systems, and discourage applicants. Well, some of that may be true. And that's why you have to have perseverance to do that. If you expect to go to one website and just fill out an application and wait and get your money, it's not going to get you anything. And the rich people know this. So that's why they put in the time and money. That's why rich people in this country get a hell of a lot more free money from the government than any middle-class person or lower-income people, because they realize that's part of the game. You're wanting something easy, and I do too. We're all selfish and lazy. So you have to change that way. That's why our 20,000 members help each other get through that hurry. How about stigma and shame? Okay, this is people feel embarrassed that they're seeking help, even when fully eligible. And I guess I understand that. I grew up that way too. I never thought. But when I see every millionaire in this country and what they're in the new budgets, they're giving more money to millionaires and taking away from people who are middle class and low income. This is the kind of country we live in. So there's no shame in doing this anymore. Practical barriers, okay? That's complicated. Fear of tracking. Oh, I have a complicated application. Stigmas. Okay, people feel embarrassed. Okay, we talked about that. The fear, the seeking help, and the embarrassment. Fear of government tracking. Concerns about being watched or added to government lists. And I guess that's a legitimate fear, but you have a financial problem to solve, and you want to get out of that rut. And there's money programs to help you get out of that rut and start a new life, that you don't have to be struggling and worrying about that debt or not having a decent life. Okay, immigration-related concerns. And a lot of that is the misinformation about public charge. That's what they call it, where immigrants are coming here and taking all the government grant money. And that's stupid. They're not, if you're not here legally, you're not eligible for most of them, but some you are. And also the services. And that it's a community. We live together. And so we let people in. You're going to let your neighbor, not get help when it's available? No, I don't think we want to do that. Belief that the benefits are too small. The benefits go everywhere from getting $300 in an emergency to getting $500,000 to do an idea you have. So there's not small. Every program has different requirements. There's 600,000, 700,000 programs, and they all have different requirements, and they all give out different kinds of money. So whatever you say about what is good or bad about a program, that's not all the program. You have 600, 700,000 other programs that have different requirements and money they give up. So misinformation and myths, rumors about repayment, credit impact, and losing property. I mean, that's all nonsense. Unless you borrow from the government, and maybe they do, but if you borrow money from the government, they're the best. They have the lowest rate they'll give you, and they have the biggest forgiveness. A lot of a lot of loans that you get from the government, you could get them forgiven. You could even get your IRS debt you owe forgiven. But people don't know that. You have to learn the system and not believe what you hear on social media, okay? Personal values and self-reliance, cultural value, independence. Yes, that's true. We should. We should create our own, with our efforts, create income. But there's sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're behind the 8 ball and even can't get to that point. That's why government programs are there. Then also government programs are there to help you make more money. So they want you to make more money, even though you're not in financial trouble, but you're not making enough money to pay bills. There's thousands of programs for you to get free training and even money to live on so you could get more money. So that's the reliance part. Negative past agency experience, right? The DMV, you wait in line in the DMV. People are so miserable working there, right? And sure, so that's like saying all blonde women are stupid. No, I mean, that's just biased and stupid. When you call the wrong office and talk to people who don't solve your problem, yes, you may have more bad experiences. That's what we do. We show you only offices. We give you a listing of offices that only give out money to people like you. That's all. You don't have to wait in line at the DMV and found out that they don't give out airplane licenses or whatever. No, you have a list. You have a list of what to say, what to ask for, and what you may be able to get. And then practical barriers like lack of transportation, technology, English skills, disability support. They're all legitimate reasons. And that's why we have actually now about 15,000 people that help you through all that, whether it's a language problem or whatever. We'll show you the right places to get over any hurdle. So my mission is for the rest of my life to try to show everybody live in America what a great country this is. They give out over $18,000 a year per person to get over the financial problems they have in life. And that's what most of our problems are. They're created by finances. And the government is the biggest source of money. You'll never find another place to find easier money. Anybody in Google is going to charge you money to do anything. You have to find the community programs. That's what these are. Government offices and nonprofit organizations. And here's a place you could start with. Start with this. Go to lescolovesai.com. Okay, and that won't charge you any money. You don't have to join us or anything like that. You could get 100 places in your city that will give you money to start a business. Now that's pretty cool, isn't it? So take a look at that before you want to give us money, okay, to see what that's all about. And it's terrific. AI has made this so wonderful. So it's not me. I've been studying this for 50 years, and AI is going to put me out of business. But that's great, because it all belongs to you, not to me.